The pressure is on for Guam Education board members. Governor Calvo sent a...
There's a lot on the agenda, but one of the items that is going to come up is the board and their intention as to how they want to handle my request to discuss renewal or extension of my contract beyond June 30th, 2016.
To renew or not to renew, that is a question surrounding John Fernandez's contract as the Guam Department of Education Superintendent. After the Attorney General's office answered legal questions board members asked at the last meeting, that is the question the board has to answer tonight, whether they want Fernandez to continue as superintendent for another 4 years or start the search for another.
When they vote tonight, there'll be a motion to either agree to or to signal their intention to extend or not, and once we get that, once I get that information, we can either proceed to negotiate a new contract or an extended contract, or if not, they can move forward to open up a superintendent search and ensure that there is a smooth transition if that's the desire of the board.
Fernandez says he just wants to make sure there is enough time to train the new superintendent so that there will be a smooth transition and also so it doesn't disrupt the school year.
There's been a lot of turnover at the leadership level. And so when we look over the history of the department, at least going back to the early 80s, we're talking about an average tenure of 14 months for a superintendent, which really isn't a lot of time to make the kind of changes that are needed to put the department in a good direction. And so that turnover, I think, has impacted the department over the years. It has, I think, fractured the department so that, we don't act as one department, but act as, many different parts, many different schools, but maybe not acting in sync with each other as we need to for our children.
His main concern is keeping the momentum of the department going.
I don't want that to happen to the department again. I think we've come too far in the past 3.5 years. We've got a lot of things that we've accomplished, and we've got a foundation that we've built for further improvement. And that's the adoption of high quality college and career readiness standards. We've focused on investing in our teachers. We've adopted a new assessment framework, and we are continuing to build on that foundation, and we have plans for more in the future.
GEB will be meeting tonight, but today Fernandez wanted to find out what the students think of his request to renew his contract.
For me, I ran a poll on Twitter just to see, what the students thought, and I think we got over 1,000 people voting, to date, and the results right now are kind of 93% to extend and 7% to find somebody new, which is always an option. And of course, my reaction is, you appreciate the support, but of course, my sentiment is always looking at that 7% and saying, what can we do better? And what are the issues that these 7% care about? What are we not doing?
GEB Chairman Peter Alexis says they only need a 5-vote majority. If the board votes to keep Fernandez as superintendent, they have until March 1st to negotiate and finalize the contract. Rosal Romanes, PNC News.
And Governor Calvo sent a personal note to the GEB Chairman Peter Alexis and Vice Chair Nicolas. The governor believes that the partnership between his administration and Fernandez has helped make positive changes at the Guam DOE, from the Common Core curriculum to a universal Head Start program. In his note to the board leadership, the governor wrote, quote, "John is doing a great job. Please relay to the board I humbly ask members to extend his contract. Thank you for your leadership," end quote.